What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to your channel. And for today's video, no beating around the bush. You guys know I like to keep things to the point. We're talking about the M4. We're talking about why it is the new flavor of the month for AR players and some flex players and subs and pretty much everyone, to be honest with you. This video is just going to be about why that is the case, my opinions on the weapon. And if you guys remember, I think it was like 2 weeks ago, close to then, I made an M4 video showing you guys a class. That is the class that everyone actually is using. I'll highlight it again in this video so you guys don't have to go back. But I made a class video again back then. I was just talking about the reasons in that video, you know, why the M4 was gaining popularity. Essentially, it was the AK-47 GA. Flex players needed another gun to fill that void, and it actually turns out to be, in my opinion, better than the Krig. The Krig is still, obviously, if you're a slow main AR player, not even if you're slow, but it's a main AR's like grip 2 ICR weapon, right? But the M4, it just feels a lot better, man. The pace of Call of Duty has evolved to a point where if you're slow, you're pretty much a detriment to your team. So unless you play it, you know, every situation properly. So the M4, you can run and gun a little bit more. You can move around the map a lot easier. It just feels like a much more fluent weapon than the Krig does. You don't get punished as much when you're up close against 74Us. So I'm going to go over a class in today's video for you guys. It's the same one as it was in the last video that I made about the M4. But again, I'll just make it really quick. And we'll hop into a pub and I'll talk about some reasonings. So hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you're new, please, I beg, all my hands and knees, subscribe. I would appreciate it. We're about to hit 90K. We're not going to hit 100K by February. That's 100% fine with me. But I'll settle for 90. We just got to settle for 90. Leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching. Alrighty, guys, quick and to the point. As I said in the intro, we have the Microflex LED. This is my red dot of choice. Infantry compensator, staple among ARs. If you guys watch my videos, you pretty much know the deal by now. In my previous M4 video, for those of you guys that saw it, I said that there were two options here, extended and takedown. You want to take extended here because if you go takedown, the effective damage range, you might as well be using a Krig. If that's what you're going for and you're trying to beam people and you're more concerned with distance and like medium range fights, you want to just use a Krig. That's kind of just how it is. With this gun, you're moving a lot more. Your engagements are much more close. You're not fighting those like spawn to spawn gunfights like you would be with a Krig. So there's no point in going for that effective damage range. If you are, use a Krig. No point. Field agent grip and airborne elastic, Raider pad, those are all three attachments that you use on every single AR class. I don't need to go too in depth there. And 40 round mag, because it is a gunfighter class. Didn't say that, but it is a gunfighter class. Just to preface really quickly, this is the rest of the class, Diamati as per usual, and perks and such. I'm gonna hop into a pub, talk about the gun a little bit. You guys know the dealio by now. Alrighty, guys, we got a fresh raid here. Fantastic. Don't hate, yeah, I just hate joining in games when I'm trying to record gameplays. So M4 topic of today's video, you guys know the deal. I've made a video on it in the past, but I feel like I owed you guys another one because that was more of a speculation than anything. I was just thinking that, you know, the M4 was like gaining traction, and I thought that it would become, you know, the flavor of the month and the weapon of choice among players, but I didn't think it would be like overnight like it has been. The gun is fucking insane. Like just to put it bluntly for you guys, the gun is absolutely insane. It is an AR that kind of did everything that the AK did. If you guys remember, I said that there needed to be a weapon to fill that flex role, and the M4 just slotted in there perfectly. It is the perfect run and gun, feel good weapon when you're shooting against submachine guns. And if you want to use a Krig for those long range fights like Moscow, you know, you can swap obviously, but the gun just feels so good. If you guys saw my tweet the other night, I was just saying, man, I can't wait to get on and use my M4. You know, people, sub players have been tweeting about how good it is, and I think Abizi tweeted that it was going to be the best gun in the game on 60 hertz, and it feels good because it is a gun that can compete with subs at a fairly up close, or not up close, but like a medium range, because, you know, with your Krig, you're a little bit more clunky. You don't have strafe speed at all, and it just feels really bad to move around the map with a Krig at most times, to be honest, when you're not posted up. And you know, now that you're running an M4, the gun just feels a lot better. It's really hard to explain if you guys don't use it, and if you haven't used it, I highly suggest trying it out. The time to kill is phenomenal. You can still take those distance fights that I mentioned, like on Moscow. You know, the Krig is more advantageous for those fights, but the M4 is still capable of winning them, or obviously people wouldn't be using it. It just gives yourself the best chance to win those up close and medium range engagements as well. I know that Pierce has been exclusively using the M4, I think, on every map except Checkmate. I think he uses a Krig. And I think a lot of other teams have started to just switch to M4 solely. I have also stopped using the Krig pretty much at all. I don't think I used it in scrims maybe the last like 4 to 5 days. I've been exclusively using the M4, just trying to figure it out, trying to think, you know, what situations it would be good to use a Krig and et cetera, et cetera. And honestly, almost every situation, the M4 is a better play. It is that good of a gun. See, right there, it's a good distance gun fight. I had absolutely no problem winning it whatsoever. If I have a Krig, obviously it would be a little bit easier, but it's not to the point where like I need to worry about it, if that makes sense. Like I'm not missing anyway. So if you guys see these, so again, I've been using the M4 exclusively in scrims over the last couple of days. It is just insane. I think every team has almost switched to 2 of them. I don't want to say that every team has because I'm not 100% sure on that, but a lot of teams have switched to 2 M4s. That's how good this gun is. No! And I'm still bad with the War Machine. Some things literally never change. Some things never change. The one thing that I will say, though, that kept me from using it quicker, or getting used to it quicker, I should say, is the recoil on it. It's not overbearing, but it's like wonky. For lack of a better term, the recoil on the M4 is like, it's wonky. I don't know how to explain it in a way that would like make sense to you guys, because you know, you're going from like essentially a grip 2 ICR with the Krig, right? Like that gun has no recoil. You guys know my opinion on that weapon. It's very, very cut and dry what that weapon is supposed to be used for, and that is not missing. When you go to the M4, like the recoil pattern on it is a little bit strange. It doesn't have, you know, obviously I don't want every AR to have that recoil pattern as well, you know, just the never recoil, easy gifted kills kind of play style. But getting used to it at first, that's kind of what dissuaded me, just because, you know, I couldn't, going from the Krig to the M4 just felt very strange to me. But eventually I just said, fuck it, I'm just gonna do it, I'm gonna get used to it, and that's that. And I have, and to be honest with you guys, I would use an M4 over a Krig in pretty much every situation, like I said earlier in the map. So if you guys haven't given it a shot, or if you're on the fence, take this video as a symbol to at least give it a shot, because I think it is well worth it in my opinion. This guy's probably pinching. They spawned over here. I love that. You gonna come chow me? Yeah, you are, buddy. Thank you. Are you guys excited for the kickoff this weekend? I know I'm very, very excited for it, man. Call of Duty, the off season has dragged on, it feels like. Like obviously we've been streaming for a while since the game dropped, but you know, it isn't the same as like hopping into a tournament setting or anything like that. So I am beyond ready to, no, we're just pre-firing. I am beyond ready to hop into a game without a doubt. I think a lot of the fans are definitely okay. A lot of the fans are definitely excited for Call of Duty, from at least what I've gathered. Should be a phenomenal time. This gun just feels so good, man. It feels just like how the AK did, if I'm being honest. If I could give it a comparison, that's probably the most accurate one I could give it. It just feels, it has the exact same gameplay and feel style of the AK, which is exactly what we needed, because you know we're not allowed to use that gun anymore. Trying to get more kills here. I don't want to end the game. No. All right, well, 48-8. That's not too shabby of a game. If you guys haven't tried the M4 out, please, again, take this video as a symbol from me to you to try it out. You guys are going to be seeing a bunch of these in the kickoff. I'm telling you guys, it's probably going to be like 4 to 5 on a map at one time. So if it's not, I'll be very, very shocked, barring, if it's like Moscow or Checkmate or something like that. People might not use as many, but that's not the point. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to leave a comment. Let me know. And thank you for watching.